Hello again, and thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to share and to continue the journey through the other side of worship, my testimony book. This book can be found on Amazon as well as Barnes and Noble. And we are now in chapter 8. And chapter 8 specifically talks about there's no place like home. So let me just read a little bit from chapter 8. Discharged from the rehab center to home was quite a transition. My family prepared and adjusted the house, a wheelchair, a walker, and special equipment, especially for bathing. It was quite an experience from the last time I was there 2 months ago. The saying, there's no place like home, had become a different meaning than what it was before. It was like another journey had begun. And so I just wanted to encourage you concerning chapter 8. And you know that saying, just like the part that I read about, there's no place like home. You can go to the finest hotel, the finest house, the finest resort on vacation. But that expression again, there's no place like home, it just rings true all the time. But for me, physically returning back home 2 months later, totally different in my life, totally flipped upside down, was quite an experience. And in this chapter, I begin to share all of the things that I had no idea would be different for me. 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 19 says that, and he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. Further along in verse 10, it says, for when I am weak, then he is strong. And I could not have felt more weak than during that time in chapter 8. I was totally out of control of anything that concerned me or that pertained to me. I had no strength for any say so or anything. So thank God for those that were there for me, because when I say it was the first time in life since being born in this world as an infant, being totally helpless and dependent on another or others for my well-being, that's exactly where I was. But I love that scripture again in 2 Corinthians chapter 12 and verse 19. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient. That's more than enough. That's grace that's more than enough. My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness. For when I am weak, then he is strong. So I pray that someone is encouraged today. When you're feeling at your weakest, just like that song, He'll Find a Way from years ago. When you're feeling at your weakest, when you're feeling at your weakest, Jesus will be strong. He'll provide an answer when you thought all hope was gone. He'll find a way. I didn't even plan to go into that song, but it was just right there, in my heart. And I just wanted to sing a little bit of it. I own no rights to that at all, but I just wanted to encourage you again. When you're feeling at your weakest, when you feel that you're totally out of control of what is happening, just trust him in those times of feeling weak, knowing that his strength is made perfect when you feel that you have none. God bless you, and thank you again for joining my YouTube channel. Please share and subscribe, and pick up your copy of The Other Side of Worship on Barnes and Nobles or Amazon. God bless you, and see you again next time.